Hey everyone, it's Kute here. You know, someone emailed me today and they asked me, Kute, what kind of diet are you on? What kind of diet do you abide by? What's your nutritional secret? You know, my entire life I've been interested in health, in nutrition, in wellness, exercise, and just experimenting with what is it that helps me feel optimal in my body. And I'm no, David Wolf or, expert guru in the health field, but I feel pretty healthy and I have incredible amounts of vitality and energy, in case you hadn't noticed. And today I want to share with you my health diet secret. That's right, after you listen to the next few minutes, this will be perhaps the only diet you'll ever need. There's so many diets out there. Eat carbs, don't eat carbs. Eat protein, don't eat proteins. Cook your food, don't cook your food. Eat raw. I mean, before you know it, if you were to read everything out there, you would just sit and you'd be afraid to eat anything, let alone just breathe air. And I believe there's so much confusion, but the secret I found to diet, to being healthy, to having optimal energy and a healthy body is not necessarily any of those things. They're helpful, they're great. And I believe that every single human being, every single one of you, rather than following a preset diet, a prescribed diet, 7 keys to health, or someone else's diet, what you have to tune into is trusting your own intuition and tuning into the wisdom, the innate wisdom of your own body, because every single body, every single person, genetically, emotionally, hormonally, karmically, is different. So just to try and fit yourself into some fad or diet, or just a diet that works for someone else, may not necessarily work for you. But if you're willing to trust your own intuition, trust your own body's intelligence, and listen to your body, not listen just to your cravings, not listen to, wow, I want to have 4 milkshakes today, but really listen to the intuitive knowing of your body. So when you pick up food, see, everything is energy, which means food is energy. So food, every single element of a particle of food has a vibration. A mango has a vibration. A Big Mac, I was going to say has a vibration, or maybe it doesn't have a vibration. Chicken has a vibration, fish has a vibration, kale, salad, lettuce, durian, all of these things have a certain vibration. So when you feel into what should you eat, rather than just feeling, does it taste good, rather than just feeling on that superficial level, feel into what's the vibratory frequency? How does this food resonate with my body, and how does it make me feel as a unique individual? Not just thinking, well, I should eat this because that's what so-and-so says, but how does this interact with my chemistry and my body, and how does it make me feel, and does it really resonate for me? Because your body knows. Your body has an intelligence that knows if you're willing to trust it and not fit yourself into some diet or routine. And I think there's a reason why in diet, the 3 words of diet is D-I-E. Because if you're just following to follow because that's what someone else says, it won't connect you with your joy. It won't connect you with your sense of aliveness. It won't connect you with your heart. To me, the real diet, the true diet, really, is loving yourself radically. The true superfood, beyond reishi, beyond ginseng, beyond maca, beyond acai, beyond chia seeds. The real superfood is love. Your ability, and I think so often the reason we eat, the reason we choose certain foods, whether it's sweet, whether it's salty, whether it's, certain snacks, the reason we are drawn or addicted to certain foods is because perhaps we're trying to fill a need inside of ourselves. Perhaps we don't have enough sweetness in our lives. Perhaps we're not in touch with our own innate sweetness and beauty. So we gravitate towards something sweet, for instance, or perhaps what we're really seeking to do is fill a hole inside of ourselves, or we've associated a certain food with comfort, or associated a certain food with love. So ask yourself, what is it that you're really, really, really hungry for? What is it you're really hungry for? And the real nutritional ingredient is to love. That when you're able to love yourself and love yourself and love yourself and love your body exactly as it is, whether it's what the image you imagine it to be or not, and even if it is or it isn't, it doesn't matter. Your ability, your willingness to be compassionate, to accept and love your body and love yourself exactly as you are, will free something inside of you, which will also, I promise you, trigger a whole sequence and a whole series of chemicals and neurons inside of your body, because your body is a chemistry, your body is a pharmacy. It will trigger this inside of you that will not only make you feel good, but provide you with a certain love nutritional quotient inside of your body. It will release certain chemicals inside of your body that will provide a health, a vitality, and energy. And that's often why when you see someone who is in love, let's say they've just fallen in love. You know, you see someone who's fallen in love, right? And you look at them and there's a certain radiance and there's a certain glow inside of them. But this is when they're in love with someone else. What if you were willing today to just drop your shoulds and shouldn'ts of what you should be like, look like, eat like, drop all of that and simply right now decide to give yourself the gift of radical self-love, self-acceptance, accepting yourself completely as you are now. Because if you do this, you might find your body start to realign and reintegrate into the perfect, harmonious, authentic, natural expression that it was meant to be. Now, granted, there are certain foods, there are certain nutritional things that can assist your body. But when you're doing a diet, or you're coming from a place and driven and motivated by self-hatred, I hate my body, I don't like myself as I am, so I have to eat this food, I don't like myself as I am, so I have to do this diet. All it does is perpetuate a cycle of self-hatred. And even if you do lose the weight, there won't be any peace inside of yourself. You will still be carrying an internal weight inside, and you won't feel free, you won't feel alive, you won't feel full energy inside of yourself, and most likely on some level, at some point, you'll put the weight back on, or you may make yourself sick, because that thought form of self-hatred, the thought form of self-non-acceptance is still operating inside you. So are you willing today, right now, to practice the most radical, simple, amazing diet you will ever need? It's called the love diet. The love diet. So I also believe that it's not just what you eat, even though what you eat, yes, is important. Obviously, you know, things like kale and fresh fruit and greens have a certain vibrational frequency that's going to be different from a Big Mac, or that's going to be different from, fast food, for sure, KFC, without question. But I also believe it's not just what you eat that is going to impact your nutrition. It's the state of mind and the state of consciousness that you are in while you eat what you eat. So if you're feeling not so great about yourself, if you're feeling, you know, fear of, oh my God, I'm not going to be skinny, or if you're feeling like I hate my body, therefore I'm eating this salad because I have to, so that then I can love myself when I reach this certain ideal notion of my health or how my body should look. If you're being driven by that self-hatred, then what that's going to do is it's going to impact your vibrational state, and it's going to shift and have an impact on the food you eat. So remember, it's not just what you eat, but the state of consciousness with which you're in while you eat what you eat that has an impact, that literally has a alchemical energetic effect on the food you eat. I would almost say it is better, now don't quote me on this, but I would almost say it's better to eat, food that you love and enjoy eating. It's better to eat food that you love and enjoy eating, and to eat that in a state of mind where you're happy and you're in tune and you're feeling good about yourself, than to force yourself to eat some diet that is supposed to be good for you, but you feel terrible about the diet, you feel terrible about yourself, and you're not in a great state. Because that's going to have, the state you're in is going to have a vibrational impact and effect. So when you eat, make sure that you take a moment. You connect with yourself, you connect with your heart, you bring loving to yourself, you bring loving to the food, you connect with the energy and the vibration of the food, and you eat in a state of consciousness that is literally a sacred experience, a sacred exchange. Love diet. Let me hear it. The love diet. Are you ready for the love diet? So I believe that life itself is the divine, the infinite intelligence of life through the breath. Through the breath is the nutrition. So as you consider this notion of health and diet, regardless of what diet you might choose that aligns for you in the most authentic way from the inside out, that each moment of life, through every breath, you and I as human beings are feasting on life. Through breath, the life force, we are breathing it in, we're breathing it in, we're breathing it in, it's transmuting in our cells. It's as though we are eating the nourishment of the divine through the breath, through life. And when you have a moment-to-moment connection with all that is the source of life, when you have a moment-to-moment connection with the source of existence, consciousness, God, life, the great one, whatever you want to call it, and realize that that force, that life force, is the true source of your nutrition, your soul's nutrition, your heart's nutrition, you will experience a true internal inner soul fulfillment, and you will be full. You will have more energy than you can ever imagine, because you will have tapped into the source of unlimited energy itself, and you will be nourished. So my friends, I invite you to practice the love diet. Love you lots. Love now.